What up, my dogs? Today we're taking a look at the top 10 biggest troublemakers of all time. Let's get stuck into it. Alright, coming at number 10, we've got Germany. I feel like they're just always in the thick of it. They're like the guy at high school. Whenever he hears the word fight, his ears prick up and he just runs to see what's going on. I mean, World War I, World War II, the Autobahn, the Nürburgring, everything over there is just going crazy and it's just wild. Alright, coming at number 9, we've got girls. I feel like they just collectively make an agreement behind our backs to break our hearts. And yeah, just causing trouble. Alright, coming at number 8, we've got men. They just fuck everything up. Constant need for power, always starting wars. They tried to take the ring from Frodo. Climate change, it's just, men have just done it all. Humans in general, why can't we be more like the Na'vi from Avatar? They all get along and live in home tree, and then when another race, humans, come to threaten their livelihood, instead of fighting each other, they join forces and take on the humans. Alright, coming in number 7, we've got that asshole janitor from the movie The Terminal. He's just a jerk. He puts oil on the floor and finds pleasure in people slipping over and hurting themselves. You know, some people just want to watch the world burn. He's an illegal immigrant as well, I'm pretty sure, so it's just causing trouble on both fronts. Alright, coming in number 6, we've got God. This bloke just loves causing trouble. He's really cooked this one. Why did he create so many different religions? He's an evil mastermind. He created 3,000 different religions that all believe they are the single one true religion. For someone who loves chaos, this is a great move by God. It's almost like he's testing us to see if we're so stupid that we'll blow each other up and fight each other based on words written in books, written by ignorant scribes that lived in deserts 4,000 years ago that had probably never even seen water before. And so far, he's proved himself correct. God, through his psychotic, psychopathic, and flagrant disregard for human beings' welfare, has caused and started most of the wars in this world, except for the Battle of Troy. That was started because Paris couldn't keep his dick in his pants around Helena. God, if you're watching this, I know your son watches it, so if you want to tell your dad, I've got some great ideas on how we can end this Earth experiment once and for all. We've got meteors, big tsunamis, alien invasion, COVID-19. That one is still a bit iffy if it'll work or not. But yeah, let me know. Hit me up in the comments, Jesus. Alright, coming at number 5, we've got Hasbro, manufacturers of the board game Trouble. Initially developed by the Koch brothers in 1965. It's now made by Hasbro. So they're quite literally troublemakers. They also had factories where they had thousands of high school kids with mandatory overtime and being physically and sexually abused. So yeah, bit of troublemaking going on across the board. Alright, coming at number 5, we've got the bloke who ate the bat. Hope it tasted good, my dog, because you've brought the world to its knees. Maybe if it was cooked properly, I don't know if it was a raw situation, what was going on. But yeah, a bit of a troublemaker there. Alright, coming at number 3, we've got Julian Assange. This geezer leaked all the confidential documents and put lives at risk and all that malarkey. Then he was seeking refuge in the Ecuadorian embassy for 7 years, and he finally got kicked out because his behaviour was just deplorable. He was throwing shit at people who worked there, being really rude, discourteous, skateboarding, playing soccer in there, just being a real troublemaker. So at heart, he really is a troublemaker. Even when his life was at risk and was risking going to prison, he had to keep causing trouble. So you kind of got to respect it a little bit. Alright, coming at number 2, we've got Corey Worthington. This bloke threw a Project X style party, I think in the early 2000s when his rents were out of town. Went wild, people came and it spilled out onto the streets and turned into a destruction party. He fronted up to the media the next morning. I'm not sure if he had to or if he just wanted to. He was meant to be all remorseful and contrite, but he sort of doubled down and said he'd do it again, and if anyone else out there wants a party, he'll help with the planning. But in reality, it wasn't really that well planned of a party. All that happened was there wasn't enough room inside, so people went outside and turned into a destruction party, and it was just a lot of numbers. So I don't know if it was really that well planned, but he's ripped now, so if you're watching this, good party. Alright, coming at number 1, we've got Grima Wormtongue. This slut was the chief advisor to King Theoden, whilst he was also a spy for Saruman. His voice, being in so close to Theoden's ear all the time, would help keep Saruman inside Theoden. I mean, Saruman's spell inside Theoden, not his dick. Tries to weaken Rohan, bring it down, and he does a pretty good job at it, actually, to be honest. Falls in love with Eowyn, but she does not reciprocate, so I feel his pain there a little bit. But he's just a real nasty piece of work. Ends up killing Saruman at the end of the 3rd book, which is pretty tight. Alright, that's it for top 10 troublemakers. Let me know what you thought, and I hope you have a great day and a great week.